I am so sorry. I had to end the last broadcast to enter a new one because I'm so sorry. I had to end the last broadcast and enter a new one because I don't know what I did. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure my way around this. And yeah, that's maybe the reason why. So someone asked me earlier what I've been up to, and I haven't been up to anything lately because there is really nothing much to do. There's really nothing much to do. We're still on quarantine, we it on lockdown. Some days it gets better, and other days it just kind of goes back to normal. There are days where you wake up and just find out that the cases have reduced. Yeah, that there's improvement with the COVID situation, and other days you wake up and you find devastating news that maybe cases have increased. Recently, we had one there. It's been a while since a death was recorded. Recently, we have one, and the rate at which Africans are catching the thing here, it's alarming, especially Cameroonians. I will speak for sure of Cameroonians because I've heard of a couple of people I know of who had the virus. So these days we're just being careful, trying as much as possible to stay indoors, to avoid getting into trouble. Yeah. But hopefully it's gonna get better because last year as well during the summer it kinda I don't know. The situation became better during summer last year, and we're hoping maybe that's going to be the case this year. Hopefully, because to be honest, I'm tired already. Like, really, really tired. Here, it's super serious. We could not even move from one city to the other. Like, movements were restricted. If you even want to go somewhere, even by using a taxi, you have to send. There is a certain website you ask for permission and all that, and if it's granted before you can actually leave your house. On Sundays here, it's a complete lockdown. No queer is open here on Sundays. Even supermarkets, pharmacies, everywhere is closed. It's not normal way. Hey, 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 hey. So yeah, that's basically it. Like nothing is moving. I don't know. I don't know when this is really gonna end, but hopefully it does soon. And really, 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 really soon because people are just tired. We are tired. Let me speak with an accent. Can I even speak with an accent? I don't think I can. I'm 100% Cameroonian. Bamenda. Not Bamenda, Mbanda. Yeah, so we're hoping things get better. During summer here, it's like summer seasons is usually the time where students have opportunities to work, to get jobs because we live on an island and it's a touristic site. So before we used to have lots of tourists like before this virus thingy, we used to have lots of tourists coming in during the summer, like say from April, tourists were already coming in, and so there were jobs in places like restaurants, hotels, and all that has to do with tourism. But then last year, no, no, there were restrictions made on traveling, especially for international um, travelers. Let me put it that way. So As of last year, nothing. This year, just a couple of weeks ago, we heard tourist facilities were going to be open maybe this month. But then a couple of days ago, we heard that the cases increased until one death was recorded. So we don't know. I don't know how it's going to look like in the nearest, let's say in the nearest 1 month, but we're hoping everything gets better so people can get their lives back to normal. Everything can get back to normal. It's not easy sitting on the same spot every day, every now and then, like just doing nothing and praying and wishing that you wake up one day and the situation is over. Because most often, just when you think everything is getting back to normal, you just hear one bad news again. And yeah, that's how the situation has been like. So I've been up to nothing lately. Just been me doing me, and I haven't been really consistent lately. Like I said I would, or like I always say I would, but I was dealing with health issues, which I'm fine by now. Well, right now I'm okay. But the past 2 weeks were not really the best for me. The COVID issue here is it's I don't know how to put it. I won't say it's really bad or but the thing is it's not stable because some days you wake up and you find out that the cases have reduced and you almost start feeling like things are getting back to normal. And then the next day, boom, 300 new cases, 400 new cases, one new death, and all that. And the lockdown continues. And our lockdown here, I don't think any other country is locking down the way we are doing here because here even buses don't move. There's no transportation. Only initially only supermarkets and pharmacies were allowed to be open, like everywhere was shut down. That's not long ago. But recently they started opening up a little bit and we found out again that the cases started increasing. And with Africans, it became worse because before, I don't know, we didn't even hear of a case of an African having the virus. But the past 2 weeks, let's talk of Cameroonians to be precise, I'm sure more than 15. Just so I don't exaggerate, but the cases of Cameroonians with the virus have been more than 15 in the past 1 or 2 weeks. Yeah, that brings us to the point where I don't know why people are just so stubborn. The things you're not supposed to do, instead, people end up doing it. Avoid crowded places. Cameroonians no go here. They just, I don't know, enjoyment. They like enjoyment too much. So, oh, that is the worst in India. God, sorry to hear about that. Stay safe. Yeah, I was thinking maybe over here it's it's the worst. So how is it like in India? How is the situation like? Are you guys recording death or just maybe new cases? Because if we have new cases and no one dying, then I think it's not a good thing, but I think it's better. But if people are dying, then that's where it becomes bad. At least here people ain't dying. Just you only hear of new cases, no death. Yeah. It's even difficult for one to even like travel now. Like, just moving from one city to the other, you're scared. Before I wasn't scared because I never heard of an African suffering from or contacting the virus. But recently, when the cases of are they live in another one I don't know. No, that room dark. Now wait, choosing my phone. So India is experiencing its second wave. Wow. I believe it's the same thing we're experiencing here as well, the second wave. Frico between you, Azu, Zenwood, see you. Sheep what? Yeah, oh yeah, twerk now, twerk. I don't want to be known for. He's like 213 or 2000 and 21,300 cases initially from next initially. God, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, stay safe. Wear your mask. Sanitize. Yeah, that's the least we can do. I heard of one case of someone who died there. The person is actually an elderly. Yeah, so with older people, their immune system is already being compromised. So when they have the virus, their chances of making it's not the same like maybe for a younger generation like us. The person passed, and I heard the person had taken the first round of the virus. 213,000. Wow, that's too much. That's too much. That's really too much. Lately, I don't even hear of China. That's where the thing started. But it's like theirs have reduced like considerably. 213,000 is a lot. Here, I'm talking of hundreds of people. Sometimes you wake up and you find out maybe 400 new cases or 300 and something new cases. Or maybe I think the highest I've heard so far is like 600 and something new cases. I've never heard of anything more than that. You understand? That means your case is even worse than us here. 1 minute. Yeah, your case is even worse than us here. But China is now at of the ball game. Yeah, I don't know. We rarely hear it's like the rate at which their rate have really dropped considerably. So what are they doing that we are not doing? Rise in cases because people are not taking precautions at all. That's the thing. People are not taking precautions at all. For example, here, you're forbidden from being in populated places. In an apartment, you're not supposed to be more than six of you in the same apartment, like say at the same time. You are not supposed to be more than six of you in the room. But here, people don't listen. People felt like it's a joke, especially with let me talk about Cameroonians because I'm a Cameroonian and I've heard of a lot of people that I know, not people that I just heard about, like people that I know with the virus. One, they will say don't go to crowded places, don't go to parties. You're not even allowed to host a party or to even have a party at this time, but people still make parties. People still, I don't know, still host 10, 20 people in their houses for reasons I don't know. People still like, I don't know, the things people are not supposed to do. People still move around without masks, which is, I don't know, a threat to their own life. And that's what happened. And the cases started increasing and increasing and increasing. And among Africans, even became worse. Even though I heard a lot of the Africans who had the virus here, most of them contacted it maybe from their bosses. I don't know how true the statement is, but still, it's because they were not careful. Yeah, they were not careful. Maybe they were exposed or stuff like that. It's really, it's really sad. Yeah, I was praying. Like we've just been praying and wishing that summer should come since we thought things were gonna get better this summer. So we had just been praying and wishing that summer should come. People can at least work. For some of us as students, we've got to work. But then from the look of things, we are going to be in the house again for another. 1 year or so, of which I don't pray it happens that way. But at this point, I don't really know what to say or what to think. How can there not be awareness in India? And it's high time people start believing that this thing is true, that people are actually dying away. Then the government have to like create awareness. It has to like sensitize its population. What's happening? Queen, your phone is ringing. They have to like, I don't know, set up it of online classes. Yeah. Here, no one, I think just few people go to school. Classes are being held here online. Classes are being held online. I believe it's mostly final year students who like go to school, maybe to see their supervisors or for corrections and stuff like that. And you go based on appointment. You can't just go to school. And in my university here, last week I heard almost all the administrative staffs were having the virus. In the dormitory, people were infected. I don't know. And so they had to like quarantine the dormitories for 14 days. And then I just don't know. Yeah, it's really sickening, to be honest. The COVID thing is sickening. It's even bad because you see, most often other pandemics come and go, maybe in the space of how long did Ebola even last? I don't think it was this long. But this one, it's like Kamnugu. There's this thing we call in Cameroon, this rash we call in Cameroon, Kamnugu. Once it comes, for you to get rid of it, it's like you have to use a miracle. You need to pray, and that's how this COVID thing is. Then politics is playing its role too in India. Same here. Like it's like most governments they just use this thing for their political. I don't know. Sometimes even when they say new cases have been recorded, now we're like, are they serious or are they just doing this for some political purposes or stuff like that? Maybe to get foreign aid or all that. So politics is kind of playing its own role in not just in India, even where I am. Sometimes you hear people say, even with the new cases you hear are being recorded daily. It's like they increase the numbers, but we don't know how true that is. Even if they increase the numbers, we just gotta be careful. We just have to be careful. We don't know if they're increasing the numbers so people can start taking it serious, or we don't know what their reasons for increasing the number. Uh, God forbid, COVID, please. That's sad for your school. Yeah, it was really sad. You almost all the administrative staffs, like in the international office and all that, that's what I heard. That they had the virus, and it's because of carelessness. My school is a very disorganized school. You go, you find people choked up, standing in queues and centimeters apart. They're like sardines in sardine cans. That's how disorganized. I wouldn't really blame them because the school is disorganized. It's always very populated. There's not a day you go to like the international office without finding, say, 10, 20 people. 20 is even small. They're very disorganized. And so you cannot avoid a situation like that in crowded places. You don't know who has it or who doesn't have it. Sorry. Some people will even be there without masks and all that. And please, COVID, don't come to stay. We don't want you. We don't want you. For students some students here depend on work to like survive, you understand, working students. But imagine for the past year, a lot of people are not going to school over here just because they're unable to work and they can't pay their tuition, which is like super expensive here as compared to Okay, I will consider God forbid, consider it though. If we have to fast and pray for it to go away, then we have to. We really have to. I'm tired of it. I'm really tired of it. So many people are suffering from depression and all that. Yes, so dear God forbid. Some people are suffering from serious depressions as of right now, just because of this virus. There was a time where I don't know, was affecting even me psychologically. I was not really there because of it. Nothing is moving. You understand? And it's not something that is affecting just one part of the world. It's affecting the whole world. So if it is affecting finances in Canada, then it's the same thing in maybe Africa or wherever. Yeah. Because it affects everyone the same. People can't work, our parents back at home, they can't work and all that. And for people who have responsibility, there are people here who have their families back at home. They have their children, they have their husbands, and they really plan on working like to better the lives of their family back at home. But with the situation at hand right now, how can they do that? Like it's almost impossible. It's an impossible situation. I don't know how it sometimes I feel like the case is even a lot better in Africa. Because when I call my friends in Cameroon, like my family in Cameroon, everything seems to be normal over there. And I'm like, is it that they don't have a COVID situation over there or what? COVID has really stayed for too long. I doubt it if Ebola lasted this long or any pandemic has ever lasted this long. So what is it that we are not doing right? That's the question I keep asking myself every day. What are we not doing right? Why has it lasted this long? Even with the vaccine out there, people have been taking the vaccine. Like a case of death that was recorded here. I heard the man had taken the first round of the vaccine. Actually, it's an old person, which, like I said earlier, his immune system already has been compromised, and he stands lesser chance as compared to maybe a younger person. But still, what are we not doing right that until now the virus is still out there? We just want to know if we knew what we were not doing right or what we are not doing right, then we can start doing it right so the virus can just let people be. People can't travel. There's a lot of things people can't do just because of this virus. A lot, a lot of things people cannot do because of this virus. That's true. I believe that's true. The basic preventive measures like sanitizing, wearing a mask, people take it for granted. And some people actually are still in denial. There was a time I was in denial because I was like, why is the COVID only affecting the white people around me? I've never heard of a case of COVID affecting a black person like me. That's what I thought. Well, that's the question I was asking myself initially. Until when a couple of weeks ago, the blacks were so, I don't know, so many blacks were infected. Even still, when I was kind of in doubt, I still took precautions. I won't say I am careful 100%, but I try my best. If I'm leaving my house, the only place I don't wear a mask is when I'm in my house or maybe walking on the streets where it's not populated, probably only two or three persons on the street, so I can be without the mask. But once I'm getting to a place where we have, say, three or four people, I put on my mask because you don't know who is who. You don't know what each person is carrying. You don't know if a person is infected. It's not something you can see on the faces of people. It's not something that's written on the faces of people. So people do take a lot of things for granted, which it's not right. And at the end of the day, they end up infecting other people. because once you take it for granted, you catch the virus, then you go about infecting other people, which is, I don't know. We are just here chilling on dormitory with our boring online classes. The online classes too. It's like for someone like me, once I look at a phone or a computer for more than 10 minutes, the next thing is sleep. I just start sleeping. I have this sleeping disorder, but whenever I want to sleep, I just like open Netflix or any movie streaming app or even YouTube. Once I start watching a couple of videos for 10, 20, by the time it's getting to 30 minutes, I just fall asleep. So one more of like studying. Who loves studying anyway? So, and I miss just the experience of going to school, sitting in the classroom and interacting with your friends. I really do miss it a lot. Like, it helps a lot just knowing that you're waking up every morning to something. You know that every morning you have to wake up and go to school, you have to wake up and go to work. It's, oh yeah, nah. You wanted to twerk, so you can twerk just 1, 2, 3 hours as a spirit. I know. Yeah, that's all we can hope for God to help us all. That's it. Because at this point, I don't know what we can do. Like God, we've been praying, we've been crying, listen to your Ewo, until wow. Ah, okay. I does not know. I doesn't know. Does you? I didn't know. We can only pray for God to help us all because to be honest, I don't know what else we can do. I don't know. And the vaccine as well, I don't do you guys like have the vaccine over there in India? Because the vaccine have been circulating for some time now and people have been taking it. Have you been vaccinated? My pain with Indian teachers and I was watching this Indian movie just a couple of weeks ago, not long ago. The title is White Tiger. So I don't know. Funny, I'll tell you sometimes I kind of like enjoy the Indian accent. To be honest, like it just makes me want to crack up sometimes. I was watching this movie White Tiger. It's actually an Indian movie. I hope I'm getting the title right. And there was this part. They asked the guy, do you have internet? Uh, I'm sure it's internet. It's like, yeah, I I don't know what internet is, but if you want, I can go to the market and get as many as you want. And I could die of laughter. Like it was so funny. And they asked the guy, what of Facebook? Do you have Facebook? It's like, yeah, I know Facebook. That the goats in the village, something, something. It's a nice movie. You should watch it. I think it's White Tiger. So it has something to do with tiger. I think White Tiger. It's a nice movie. I love the concept of the movie, the storyline and everything. I'm actually I'm not even at my place right now. I'm at my sister's. Vaccine is here, but because of the population in India, they are getting low on stock. I see. I see. Here as well, the vaccine has the vaccine has been here for some time, but then I think because even before we had the vaccine, it was said that the vaccine is going to be given just to the citizens of this country. And I asked, what then happens to the non? citizens, if I'm making sense anyway. So the vaccine kind of like circulated uh, between the citizens of this country, and they kind of prioritize the old, which I understand, the elderly people, which I understand, due to their immune system and their own disadvantages. So I understood that, but as of now, I don't know. I don't know of. I've not heard of anyone who's been vaccinated here, say like an African or like a foreigner. I don't even know of maybe a local here who has been vaccinated. For him or her to like tell us how the vaccine or how it went. So vaccines and oxygen. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Why has my battery decided to die just now? I hope I can still manage it for some time. So I just don't know what the case is. Maybe sometime in future when vaccine plans for Indians starting May 1st. Oh, that's nice. If you can, if you're opportune, then you should get the vaccine. You should get the vaccine. A lot of people have gotten it. Maybe you have minors. I haven't, but I've watched lots of videos of people who've had the vaccine. Even my sister. I have a sister in Germany. I think she told me she got the first. Is it in Germany? Probably in the US, if I'm not mistaken. She said she had the first dose of the vaccine. She had minor side effects, but it didn't last long. So she's fine now. And she was awaiting the second dose. I don't know how many doses you're supposed to take in total, but so far, from what she had already, she said she was feeling okay and she had no serious signs or symptoms. So if you are opportune to take it, then you should. I believe there's really nothing much to be scared of the virus, of the vaccine for, because people have been taking it. I don't know. Personally, I've not heard of anyone who died because he or she took the vaccine. I was even talking to a couple of my friends, and they said if they have the opportunity to take the vaccine, then they're going to take it. So I feel like if I have the opportunity as well, then I'm going to, why not? I'll grab it. He said, honestly, he doesn't prefer the vaccine. Why? What's your fear? Can you share it? What's your reason for maybe not preferring the vaccine? Have you heard of someone who had maybe terrible side effects after taking the vaccine? You're just being skeptical. What was it? Come no, baby. Can't get problem. Ha. Kama kwanci mbaze o. Ngum ngumpo wewe mwagani. Wait. Eh. Ha. Okay. Maybe you want people to see. You want to trend on YouTube. No, I never see you from there. No, I never see. Na the black chair so the show. That chair, that bolo bolo. The last way now the last way they show na the bolo bolo. When man see it. You slap me with lawsuit. Like Kang Quintus. Don't worry. No one can see it. No, but he forgave the girl. He don't forgive the girl. I saw he posted on his Instagram that they send the story around and he asked for people to like subscribe to the girl's channel. I don't know. I don't know why some people like to like just yeah, that's just skeptical. It's okay to be skeptical, to be honest. Sometimes I am too. Before joining YouTube, for example, you read the terms and the policies, you know of copyright and all that. And yet you uploaded somebody's movie, not just a clip of the movie, you uploaded a complete movie. A movie which just aired a month ago, you uploaded it on your channel. The thing is this, a lot of people are just so desperate for views and subscribers, and I don't know, they're just so desperate to be monetized. We all want to make money on YouTube, trust me, but it's not about taking someone's work. You cannot, when you upload your work, no one complains. But you take someone's work, something, a movie that just aired a month ago, and then you uploaded it on your channel. And then when they give you copyright strike, you start the work and shout all over the place. Like she didn't know what she was doing. Cannot tell me that before you join YouTube, you didn't read the terms and the policies. Sometimes even ask yourself this question, that if it is me, if some person take my work, so you upload and reach channel, something you suffered through. Maybe the movies they never even work all the money. If she had done it, even let's say maybe 5 months from now, it's still bad. But trust me, it might not be as bad. But she did it just a couple of weeks after the movie was aired. It doesn't make sense now. I don't see I like say it makes sense at all. Go where o. I'm just I'm a block of whatever. Ah, my sister is crazy. David, yeah, how was your birthday? Oh, David, my birthday was fine. It was just basically family and a couple of our close friends. Actually, I was anticipating for just 6 people: my sisters, my boyfriend, and maybe a couple of friends. But then we were, say, in total, we were like 8 in number. Yeah, we were like 8 in number, and trust me, we were social distancing a little bit, not too much, but it was good though. It was good though. For some reason, I would have just let it go, but my birthday is a significant day in my life. It's not like any ordinary day, because you can have any ordinary day every day. You understand? And so it's kind of like a tradition in my family. On our birthdays, we don't necessarily do something big. You can just prepare something small, and just within ourselves, we celebrate and we thank God for making us to see that day. And that's what I had planned, and it went well. It went well. Yeah. I have a video I recorded. I think I have a few clips now that I was live that day, but for some reason I just kind of put it on private. I wasn't feeling it. I don't know why, but I think I have a video. I'll edit it any day from now. It wasn't really detailed because I was just all over the place. I was just excited. I was just so excited that day. But I think I should have a short video of at least maybe 5 minutes of my birthday. Maybe the highlights of that day. We had fun though. We ate, we had a lot. There was a lot to drink, and we were just few. And after that, we did a few games. We had to play like cards. And yeah, that's how the day ended. And everyone went to their various homes and continued their lives. So that's how the day went by. And I had a couple of gifts from loved ones. It was really fun. I don't know, there's something about simplicity, about being minimal. I think maybe I learned something then, because as of last year, because last year too, my birthday was during the heart of this pandemic, when it just started in March, and then my birthday was in April. But I invited, still same last year, I invited just a couple of friends, but it was mad. Like the friends came with their friends, and they came with their friends, and they came with a DJ, and oh my god, it was so. My landlord had to call me. He called me in the middle of the night, and it's like, what's happening? Because his family lives downstairs. I told him it was my birthday. That was last year. It's my birthday, and so in Cameroon, it's a tradition that on your birthday you must celebrate. That's the only way I could win that for. And he's like, okay, it's fine, but you guys should keep it low because it was really loud. It was really loud. And so yeah, this year was just low key, but it was fun though. That's the purpose of a birthday. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they didn't even see you. If you want dance, can't stand for here. Stand for here. The floor I show you dance. Now they see you. My sister wants to twerk for YouTube. So how's like the standard of living, the cost of living, and all that in India? And how is India in general? Is it like a beautiful place to visit? And in terms of education, is it expensive in India? Tuition? Is it free? Because in fact, you're so mean. Is it free? What is it like? My prayer every day, if I have money, I want to travel the world. I watched a certain video on when I make money. Thank you for the correction because I'm actually going to make money. I watched a movie. Was it a movie? It was just a short video on Facebook. Why do I keep saying a couple of days ago? A while back, about like street food stuff, something like that in India, and the way the guy was doing it, and then he was push the plate like that, the other person will catch it in the other end. Like it was so fun. Even though I don't really like street food like that because I'm scared of flies, but trust me, I would love to. I think I would love to visit India someday. Maybe with their food, that tradition won't work with me. uh, so tell me, how is it like? How is India like? Just me a little bit about India. You fix my background. Uh-oh, my phone is dying. Oh my. Yes, so we had mad fun and that day. My phone is dying. It's actually 5%. Why now? 1 minute. Why now? I think I should go live more often here. In Lefkosha, I always like I'll go live today, but I don't go live because the lighting there is what you go through. That's the lighting there is so poor. I want to go and you come back with it again. Right? Don't forget my wait. I have to give you 100 TL for the vegetables, Abby. Now or tomorrow? Who went on my back? No, I cannot stand up because I'm not wearing anything down there. Maybe they want to find get sugar inside. You the drinker? No, for because it's detox. Green tea is basically for detox. Free. A charge away. No, bother. Oh, let me go the other way. Ouch! Let me move into the other. Baby, not touch my teeth. I want to put my phone on charge so I can. A relief, Abby. You're glad I left. I'll be back. Where were we? Where were we? I just put the phone on charge. Like me personally, I think India is a diverse area where you have to learn things to cope with the environment. Are the people? I don't know if I should use this what education wise is better than other areas? Are the people friendly? That's nice. Yeah. Are the people of India friendly? How do they interact with foreigners? How do they welcome foreigners? Do they welcome them well? Mm. You know what I'm talking about? I just don't want to use the word, the R word, because honestly, I don't like using that word. Are they friendly enough? Education wise, it's better than other areas. I've heard too from a lot of people that India, the educational system in India is really great. That's really nice to hear. Uh, I hope I'm not. Let me like play it. I think it's a lot better than way. I mean, another. They're so friendly, awkward. Oh, okay. I worked in the Middle East once. Let's see. I worked in the Middle East one, and back then I had an encounter with a lot of Indians. I felt like they were friendly. I don't know if it's because we were all in the same situation and we just had to co-depend on each other and all that. So I don't know. Hmm. Really? I was using this phone. No, 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 no. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Okay. I was using this things are a bit expensive with less quality. Ebony's DIY. Hey Ebony, the prettiest black girl I know. How are you doing? David Gacy, like clothes, shoes, and other basic items. Hey girl, welcome, 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 welcome. Wow, why is stuff expensive in India? Do you guys like have do they like have manufacturing industries there, or is it that they like import stuffs from other countries? Because I believe if they do import stuffs from if they do a lot of imports, especially like from China, stuffs might be a little bit cheaper because I believe home goods are always at the expensive side. Homemade goods. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, I keep picking my nose. Here, for me here, I will say stuffs are expensive here. So what I do most of the time is I order from China. You understand? I use take with respect to maybe clothing and no for shoes. I don't buy my shoes from China. I buy mostly Turkish made shoes. So most of the time, why is this thing like this? I buy my stuffs like shoes, right? I buy them from Turkey, like Turkish made, and other stuffs like maybe clothes and all that. I order from China using these websites, maybe order using Shein, maybe using AliExpress and all that. But the thing is this, in Turkey, stuffs are really at the the prices of stuffs are really affordable in Turkey. But now when it leaves Turkey and it comes to this Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, it becomes too expensive. Now that's the thing. So before, with us students, a lot of people used to like purchase stuffs from Turkey and like sell them here. Say like blacks in order to survive, especially during this pandemic season. A lot of blacks were buying things from Turkey, maybe clothes, shoes, and all that good stuff. And then they retail it here to fellow Africans, you understand? But then these people, they realized a lot of blacks were doing that. And so when you order something, even just a pair of shoe from Turkey, for it to get to Turkey Republic here, only the amount you're going to pay for custom charges, clearance, and all that is like half the amount you got the stuff from. So I just don't know. But I won't say stuffs are really expensive like that here. Yeah, I won't say stuffs are expensive like that, but they're not cheap either. So I left my house the other day and I came this way. I went to the supermarket to get a toothbrush. Normally I have a toothbrush here, but because I am in between two houses, I actually have two houses. So most often when I come, I always want to change it because it's been a while before since I last used. I went to the supermarket and let me be 100% honest with you guys. The cheapest toothbrush I saw was 100 was around 18 TL. I wouldn't say around 1,800 francs CFA. Let's just leave it at say 1,600 francs CFA for one toothbrush. I didn't buy it to be honest. I didn't buy it as of that moment. I came back home, grumbled, and then went back and buy it because it's something I can't actually do without it. So life here is expensive, Sha. It's expensive. Sis, no be say they fine no my condition. It's condition. I'm currently in, let me just say family house currently because my sister lives here and my brother lives here. Initially, I lived here, but then I moved to the capital city because it kind of had some potentials I felt like I could tap into. There was a lot I wanted to learn. I wanted to like learn how to do news and some basic stuff that one can use to survive on a daily basis. There are no jobs and all that. So that's why I moved to the capital city. But this is like my main house. This is where my sister lives, and this is where my brother lives. Yeah. So I consider here in Famagusta like my home, and Lefkosha is just like my every now and then. Even though I would say I'm mostly in Lefkosha these days. And what comment have I missed? Regulate my expenses in India by converting rupees to US dollars. Oh, really? Oh, I get now. Yeah. Hello, the Libimo. Welcome to my live session. Are you in Farmagusta already, or are you still in Lefkoshire? Yeah. Here, the value of Turkish lira as well, I don't know, it keeps dropping on a daily base. Like it keeps dropping. So if you have like US dollar, if you have euros, if you have maybe pounds, then I think it's a lot better because if you convert it to Turkish lira, you find out that the money kind of like have a little value then. But then stuffs are expensive. Just the other day, I went to the supermarket and I got 4 liters of vegetable oil for 60 Turkish lira. And a few days after, like a few days after, to be honest, I went back to the supermarket and that same 4 liters was 64 Turkish lira. So prices keep going up, I don't know, on a daily basis. I don't know. So things are more on the expensive side now. But in general, I won't say over here, I would say houses are expensive. If you want to live in a good and in a comfortable house, then it's expensive. So housing is expensive here, but then the Libby shooting already. Oh, you're shooting already. I thought I was supposed to come to your shooting scene. Anyway, have a nice time shooting. Guys, check out the Libby's podcast. It's a Cameroonian YouTuber. I don't know. I always say this. And Ebony's DIY as well. She's a beautiful Cameroonian. I said the most pretty dark skinned girl I know. Check out her channel and yeah, she does great videos. Where are you guys shooting, the Libby? Where exactly is your shooting location? I don't know if I'll be able to make it, but if it is nearby, maybe I might be able to. And how long are you guys going to take for the shooting? He's actually shooting a commercial. I don't know. Yeah, it's a commercial. So yeah, that's it. With foodstuffs here, I can actually cook a couple of Indian dishes. I think there's this one you call biryani. I think I can do the Indian biryani, but I don't like the too many colors. Indians like colored food. They like curry, they like saffron, they like turmeric, like they like colored food a lot, and I don't like so much of food coloring. But yeah, I think I can cook a few Indian recipes in my own way. I learned from the Middle East and I also learned from YouTube. I also learned from YouTube. I don't know. I told you guys, I've been in the Middle East. I worked in the Middle East for like 2 years, 2 years and a couple of months. So it was not really a pleasant experience. It's an experience. I'm gonna share it someday, but as of now, I'm not emotionally there or psychologically there to like share that experience. Mhm. As for education here is like I don't know. I feel like it's like ABC. But if you don't study, you're gonna find it difficult as well. But it's not that complicated. Unlike in Cameroon, the educational system in Cameroon, it's now that I grew up in that educational system and I felt like it was okay. But having studied abroad, I'm like, hell, you do like for people, for example, my sister was in healthcare something, something, something. And she had and she had like how do I put it? Sometimes she's doing 12 courses in a semester. Let's say for me, Indian food is uh not if you should try, I don't think all of Indian recipes are that bad. The biryani I'm talking about, like I saw a video of it in. uh YouTube, and then I tried it. Probably because I did it my own way. What I hate most about Indian cuisine is because they use so much food coloring. Like you will see one tray of rice, there's orange color, there is yellow color, there's red color, there's purple color. Like they have all type of food colorings in their meal. I don't know why they do. They eat food color. They like food colored food. I don't know. Maybe the color gives them the appetite. Maybe you never can tell. But with me, I don't like food coloring. I don't. And if you're not used to their food, it's difficult to adapt to foreign food, to be honest. It's really difficult, especially if it's weird. Like here, Turkish food, I don't think I can eat it. I can't. I haven't really tried Turkish food like that. Maybe their roadside stuff, like maybe their kebab and all that, their barbecue. Okay, I've tried, which is not even that good because they don't season. They just grill their meat just like that and they sprinkle salt on it. But I don't think for to adapt to foreign food, it's not it's not that easy. I understand, because saying that from experience. While I was in the Middle East, the first time I traveled to the Middle East, it was like hell for me. Growing up in Cameroon and being exposed to variety of food, then for you to travel to a country where they eat rice on a daily basis, like hello, I felt like no, it was not okay. Those people can eat rice. They eat no, it's not like they can eat rice. They eat rice from Monday to Sunday, from January to December. The only time they incorporate is maybe like when they order like pizza and stuff like that from uh maybe these food joints and all that. No, no, no. In Cameroon, if you eat rice on Monday, for me, let me talk from my own experience. I don't think I can eat rice on Monday and eat rice on. Okay, let's say I might manage Monday and Tuesday, maybe the leftovers from Monday, and then on Wednesday I still eat rice again. No, no, no. I wasn't brought up like that. It's really like don't let the spices and color. Yeah, I know of the spices as well. No, those people know. They call it what masala or the spices. I know, right? I know. But I like the is it the biryani, the one I cooked. I followed their recipe, then I made it my own way. I couldn't afford all their spices and all that. I made it my own way, and when I tasted it, it was okay. The smell as well is so weird that I can tell. Those people even uh, they just they shy. Like African food is the best. Nothing can ever compare African food. Anybody that wants to argue should argue with their ancestors. Nothing compares African food. We have variety. Our food is tasteful. Our food has flavor. Our food is attractive. Like, let's talk about nutritionally balanced. Come on. No one can ever compare African food now. So it's not even a topic for debate because we've won already. We've won already. I don't know. All of Africa is blessed. I think all of Africa is blessed. Like we so have a lot. Can you believe when I stayed in? I'm actually from Liberia. Oh, that's nice. Africa is one for me. I feel like Africa is one. It's not like I feel like we are actually one. So let's just forget about whatever our colonial masters and whoever colonized who were. We are one big continent, one family, one everything. So wow, Liberia. How's life in Liberia? The only African countries I've ever been to be honest, is Cameroon. I would say Cameroon. Like I would love to travel the whole of Africa. I would really love to travel the whole of Africa to learn their different cultures and all that. When I start making reasonable amount of money, God, I want to travel Africa, like the world, but I'll begin from Africa, home first. We eat varieties of food here at hostel. Do you guys like cook for yourselves or they cook for you guys? Because if you actually cook for yourselves, then you can always go to the market and pick up what you're familiar with and come up with something you can actually eat and enjoy, not the masalas and the. Yeah, to be honest, if I want to be 100% honest, it's only I haven't traveled out of Cameroon like to another African country. I don't think I have. I've passed through a lot of African countries, maybe during flights. I had transit sometime in Ethiopia, another time in Kenya, another time in is it Bangi Republic. So, but I don't consider when I talk of being to an African country, I'm like you actually went there and you spend a couple of days there. Just only transit in African countries, three different African countries. That's Ethiopia, Kenya, and Bangi Republic. Three different times I traveled. As for me, Ghana and Ethiopia. Wow, that's nice. Ethiopia has one of the most beautiful African girls. That's my opinion. Ethiopian girls are so pretty. I worked with one of them a couple of years ago. They're so pretty, but they are so corny. They're super corny. I can't believe I've been on live. Yes, ma'am, we cook for ourselves when we can't stand their food. Then it's better. It's a lot better. You guys can cook for yourself. So you can go get what you want and cook with. Honestly, I can't deal with foreign food. I can't deal with foreign food. The Middle Eastern country I was in, for years I was there. I looked for plantains. I couldn't find plantains. Like, no, 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 no. Those people are suffering, sha. Except like in Dubai. Dubai is big and so it's possible you can find anything and everything in African markets. But where I was, no, 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 no. There was nothing. Nothing. You eat rice and chicken. Currently, I feel like if I should go home and anyone cooks chicken for me, it's going to be a problem because here we mostly consume chicken. Like there are people who eat chicken on a daily basis. I just don't think I can eat chicken like that. Chicken is not my best friend these days. And for fish here, we can you believe that we live on an island? I used to think if you live on an island, fish and maybe seafood or that is going to be like super cheap, but fish is so expensive here. Like it's not just it's super expensive here. I'm like, what an irony. Instead, we're surrounded by the ocean, but yet we are unable to consume the seafood like that because it's so expensive. And I'm not a seafood person. I don't like seafood. Before, I didn't used to eat even fish. Back in Cameroon, okay, I used to eat fish, but after some time, I hated fish. And now I'm just beginning to welcome the idea of seafood that's specifically fish because I'm tired of eating chicken. I'm done with chicken. It's actually nice. I came here. I met some of my Liberian brothers. That's nice. At least you have a family there. It's nice when you're in a foreign country and then you meet someone from the same country as you. At least you have someone that you guys can share a lot together. You guys can just sit sometimes to speak, even in say your native language and all that. You guys talk about things that you guys share in common. And it's fun. Imagine you being in India and you have no one around you that you can talk to, like physically. It would have been hell, trust me. Here I have there's so many Cameroonians here. And I'm even lucky because I'm with my own sister and my brother. So it kind of feels like home. I could only miss maybe some of my siblings and maybe my parents and yeah. Otherwise it kind of feels like home to me. Hey sis, welcome. How are you doing? Life of Memes. Gaia, check Life of Memes. Please subscribe to her channel. I don't know. I think I said this the last time. She's a Cameroonian, an African, a YouTuber, and a beautiful wife. She's based in Germany and she makes lovely videos. You're gonna love her. Check out her channel, guys. Please let me tell you something that happened to me today before you see me looking all. So I came to the other city to visit Free, my other sister. And I was in my makeup mood, now, after watching a particular video on YouTube. So she's fairer in complexion than me. And so I brought out her makeup kits and started doing makeup. Yeah, and this is what I ended up with. And for some reasons, I just felt comfortable to come on live and just like chit chat because places are so boring. And yeah, here we are. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. What's up? What's up in Germany today? Sis, I want to cook a goosey pudding, I think. And the day I want to cook it, I'll call you so you can direction me. I was just chatting with David Gael. We just like chit chatting. We're talking about the COVID situation in our various uh, countries where we based and just catching up on some basic life stuff. So how is the COVID situation in Germany? Are you guys still locked down or are things getting a lot better? Are you going to take the vaccine if you're opportune to get the vaccine? And just order. Baby, I cook the cabbage now for the other side too. As I cook that cabbage, so I travel. And there another side. So I don't know whether it's still there or maybe Libby don't finish her. But I doubt I made just small. I didn't make it much the quantity. Say cabbage this so once it stays, it starts getting soft. So whenever I want to cook something like cabbage, I always make it in smaller portions, just for a day or two. Yeah. Lockdown, I may take the vaccine. Yeah, that's what I was saying. If I have the opportunity to take the vaccine, I'm going to take it. But here I heard that they're going to distribute the vaccine just to their citizens. and they are going to prioritize the old, or let's say the elderly people. Yeah. So there's no hope for us foreigners in this country. They don't have time for us, to be honest. They don't even care about us here. They only care about the money we spend. Yeah, there was a time their vice president made one flimsy statement like that. I can't even remember, even though he apologized for it. It's like, seriously, they don't care about us. They care about the money we spend, because if they don't have Africans on this island, trust me, these people are nothing. I'm serious, sis. I'm telling you, they said they're going to distribute the vaccine just to their citizens. And if us, the refugees, let me consider ourselves refugees, even though we earn refugees, us, the foreigners, if we want, then we are going to pay for it. I think I heard something like that. I'm not so sure, but that's what I heard, and I think that's true. So we're just looking, we're observing. Lately, even the situation got worse here. Like blacks were infected like a lot. My Cameroonians, say Cameroonians get langa plenty. If they find out that there's 2 bottles of beer in this place, all of them will go and pack there to drink that beer until it's finished. That's, to be honest, I'm a Cameroonian, so the langa very badly. So Cameroonians had the virus a lot. So many Cameroonians were infected with COVID for the last 2 weeks. And the situation kept increasing, kept increasing. It kept getting bad onto Cameroonians now a point of focus. Like if they just see 6 of una with the same position, it's trouble. So we're hoping it gets better. We can only hope. I think that's the best we can do. We can only hope things get better and all that. The world gets better. Because if it gets better here and if it's worse in another country, just the fact that people move from one country to the other. Hmm. So Cyprus is just like an isolated island. I'm telling you, Cyprus is that one place in the world. I wouldn't advise anybody to come here if you want to study or if you want to do something good with your life. I don't advise people to come to Cyprus. The worst of it for, I'm in the northern side, yeah. In the southern side, even that's the side that I don't even like. That one is under European Union or something like that. I don't even want to go and speak. In fact, the place is saturated. So many people. I don't even want to hear about it. The other side. At least here, anytime if I want to go to my country or anywhere, I can just go. Yes, so since I'm trying my best, Cameroonians will party and get together. I'm telling you. For me, I don't even they want here to be precise. These ones in this Cyprus, on this northern side, na langa they do them. They like langa. They like serving jaw, chop they jaw mimbo. They just like some kind of unnecessary gathering, even when it is not necessary. You will find them there. They like to be in the wrong places at the wrong time. They feel like this COVID thing is a joke. I'm sure after what happened this couple of weeks, some of them, their eyes then go don't open by now. I'm trying my best. I take care of myself. Oh. It's a Cameroonians, they party, sha. Yeah, they too like party. Even when it's not necessary, they want to party. They like to party. Nigerians like to party, but I feel like, I don't know, I won't really talk about Nigerians because I'm not a Nigerian. But if you want to party, be wise. This is like a trying moment in the life, in fact, in our lives, in the life of the world, if I'm even making sense. So everyone is supposed to be extra careful, but people don't listen. Say longer. I say life is hard. Nah, no one knows. So they are trying to survive on job. They are trying to. They're not at the expense of your own life. You understand? Not when serious issues there will go on. Not at a time like this. Me, self, I like Njo. I don't know if I like Njosha because I like to be in my own space. But even if I like to party that much at a time like this, trust me, I won't. I won't. Sometimes even about this COVID stuff, it's not just thinking about yourself, you understand? It's thinking about other people, the people around you. You have to not just put yourself in consideration. You think about other people around you. You interact on a daily basis in supermarkets, on streets, and maybe in a lot of places you interact with people one way or the other, voluntarily or not. So you have to like not just consider yourself. If they're saying isolate, don't party. If you get that virus and there's a high chance that you're going to infect another person. You understand? So not just thinking about yourself, we're thinking about the people in your surrounding as well. That's why all these parties are not called for. They are not called for. Because imagine me now, for example, I'm young, I'm strong, and let's say I'm healthier than an older person in terms of my immune system. It's possible that, yeah, mine is kind of like stronger than theirs. Then I get the virus and I pass and infect one innocent person who might not be so innocent in one way or the other. Understand? That person's chances of survival is lower than mine. I'm staying safe, or I'm in the house alone with my sister. Actually, I came here so I could like have a little life since I'm always indoors, but it's like my life here is the same like my life in the other side. Make them not party and forget COVID day. I'm telling you, just like we said earlier, a lot of them feel like this COVID thing is a joke, which is not a joke. It is real. It is real. People have died. There's some people that are on ventilators right now. Say chop get power. Now some better chop. Trust me, there's no chop. It's just beer. And just beer and whiskey. Who will cook for them? It's beer and whiskey. And mimbo, sonjo, mimbo. No be say na chop. If na chop, tell me sef alanga pass. Because I like food somehow. But alcohol, I'm not a fan. Not a fan to alcohol like that. Last year, even this COVID thing, last year when this COVID just started, they were sharing food here and there. The government was sharing food to students and all that here and there. This year, Sha, no one is even thinking of. So the time someone asked that, would they not share food this year? I said last year you will see us carrying paper bags and bags from one joint to the other to collect free food, free vegetable, free. This year, I'm sure this Cyprus government has just said, any man for himself, God for we all. They need to share. They're not sharing anything. My sister, the life it gets us to be. I just observing. I just observing. So many people are even going back home. So many people are returning back to Cameroon. So many people that I know. They're just tired of it and they're going back. Times I had to, yeah, last year was new. COVID was new. So they were looking for me. Yes, baby, you want me? You want my attention? You want my attention? I'm still alive, baby. Yeah, I know of a lot of people. I had a friend even, the one friend I succeeded to make on this island. She went back home last month, is in March. Yeah, she moved back in March. She's been home for a month. Life is not going in Cyprus, sis. To be honest, life is not. And the thing is there's this thing I even want to talk about. The agents here are so not honest. They're not honest. A lot of people have been deceived just because when a student comes, let's take for instance, if I'm an agent and I bring one student, you understand, under any registered travel agency, I have at 400 euro that the school gives me as commission. So now, agents in Cyprus have become so great greedy. They've always been greedy. You understand? They don't care. They don't tell you the truth. They are not honest with you before coming. All they are interested in is their 400 euro that the school is going to give them as commission per student. So they don't mind bringing 500 students and getting 400 euro times five for commission. At the end of the day, students come here and suffer. Some come here and cry. So many girls, boys, so many people come here and they are frustrated. You understand? Because of the situation here. Even when things were normal, there are no much, or I don't know, the jobs available here cannot be. Why the English depass me? The amount of jobs available with the amount of students willing to work, the match at all. You understand? So agents are greedy. The day I went to make my hair, I met this little girl. I don't know if it's a little. I met this girl who, she told me when she came here, she had to quarantine for 14 days. After 14 days, she had sent money for her accommodation to the agent. They should pay for her accommodation, her tuition, and everything. When she came after quarantine, she's calling the agent. The agent did not answer the phone. The agent was not picking his phone. I don't know if it's a he or it's a her. Imagine you in a foreign country, you don't have a mother, you don't have a father, you don't have a brother or sister, you don't know anyone in that country, and then you send money for your accommodation and everything. You get there, you're calling your agent is not picking your call. You are frustrated, you are stranded after quarantine. Like these agents, I don't know what we're supposed to pray for them or what. So every day I always people inbox me every now and then because I made a video some time ago on my channel where I was talking about life in Cyprus. People message me on Facebook, on Instagram, and they're asking me. I tell them, don't come to Cyprus. But now a lot of Cameroonians feel like because you are somewhere, maybe there's this something you're enjoying in Cyprus that you don't want them to come and enjoy. They'll say they know one may will come. She don't want people to, she don't want to tell us they'll call me and start for sure. I always say anyone who comes to me and like, please, I give you the good and the bad. If you want to come, oh yeah, come on your own. And if anyone ever watches this video, you can even come to Cyprus without using an agent. You can come to Cyprus without using an agent. They will dupe you with tuition. They will dupe you with house rentage. If house rentage, for instance, is 50,000 francs, they'll tell you it's 100,000 monthly. They'll collect that money from you and you come here and discover. I watched a video in which a Nigerian girl was duped of her money. The agent deceived her and ate her money. She said, that's what's happening here, sis. Every day. I'm going to make, I don't know, I feel like I should do a lot of videos sensitizing people, like creating awareness about I don't know how life is here, like the truth about life in Cyprus. People are making it here. It's not all that bad. You understand? That people making it here. That people doing businesses. That people, if you know how to braid hair, if you know how to do nails and stuff like that, even though it's difficult now because of the COVID situation, no one is going out. You understand? So who would make hair when they come out? Who would do over some kind of thing when they come out? Like there's a lot I feel like I just need to, but people are so stubborn, they will not listen. They will not listen. And one thing they forget to understand is that once you leave Africa, we Africans, we have this mentality that once your person don't go out of Africa, it's like there's gold and silver in the diaspora. They don't know that diaspora is not the same everywhere. Imagine you leaving your country and you're coming to Cyprus. Your family knows that you're out, you're abroad. Maybe your siblings and all that. They know that in a couple of months or years you start working and maybe supporting them in one way or the other. Then you come and meet this. I don't even want to over talk about this because I will do a video again about it. For now, our respective countries are the best route to go than these Asian and European countries. That's true. But also, if you have something to go back to, you understand? If you have something to go back to, take for instance, I'm a Cameroonian and I'm from the English speaking part of Cameroon. We've had this crisis. I don't know if you're someone who watches or read about stuff that are happening in Africa. We've had this crisis in Cameroon that has been going on for like 5 years, since 2016. You understand? So life in Cameroon now is not easy. It's not easy unless if you have a little bit of capital that you can start a small business to sustain yourself, then that's fine. But if you're going thinking someone is going to employ you, it's possible, but the chances are so slim. You understand? So you need to have a little bit of money that you can start up something for yourself, and you should really, it should really be something that is highly demanded. You understand? And the northwest and the southwestern part of Cameroon now is like a dead zone. Life over there, I don't really know because I'm not there and I don't want to talk about it. But to be honest, if I knew, because when I left the Middle East, I had a little bit of money. It's not much. If I knew, I would have established something in Cameroon. I would have, if it's even about the education, I would have gone to get education in Cameroon. There are international universities in Cameroon. If you really want to get an international diploma or stuff like that, I would have done it in Cameroon. It wouldn't have been this difficult or this expensive. You understand? But I didn't know. It's only when I traveled. And my family thought things were going to be better here, so I don't blame them. They thought it, since it's a country in Europe, or so they thought, they felt like things were going to be better with respect to what they were being told as well, that there are jobs, at least you can't lack something doing. That's what they were assured. And so they felt like it was going to be the best for us, and that's why they made us come here. Now, when we got here, that's when we started experiencing the real thing. It's not their fault. It's neither our fault. You understand? But now it's our place to like try to make people understand what's happening. But some people won't listen. Yeah, I will do it. I'll do a video like that. Like I'll do videos about some important things I feel like people should know. But if you have skills, you understand. If you have skills like if you can make hair, if you can do makeup, if you can barb hair and all that, it's going to be a little better. It's not that I won't say it's not an assurance, but it's a little better because every once in a while you could rest assured that you could barb someone's hair and have money, or make someone's hair and have money, and all that. Agents are deceivers if you are successful. Thank God. Agents are really deceivers. They only care about their money. The ones in Cyprus, they only care about their commission that school is going to give, and they want that they will dupe you. And they have frustrated so many lives. They have frustrated so many lives. You understand? So many people have come here. I've seen a situation where a brother even duped her own sister, not like blood sister, maybe a second cousin or stuff like that, collected her money, collected her tuition money, didn't complete the tuition. They did not even look for a house for her, and she came and was stranded. What was the next thing for her to do? She had to cross and go to the other side of Cyprus. And so, she started asylum there. That's the only way she could survive because she did not know where to begin. She did not even know where to begin. It's really bad. Some people don't just have conscience. Some of my Liberian brothers are there in Cyprus. God help them, Sha. That's it. So God, so many Africans here. The population here is alarming of Africans. So many, so many, so many, so many. A lot of us come thinking it's going to better our lives and all that. And to even worsen it, the amount you even pay here for tuition, it's worse than what we pay back at home. Family members be paying each other's fees. Telling you the truth, not like I'm making it up. Someone I knew. So it's bad. It's really bad. And in a time like this too. Time like this too. When they bring people like that at the end of the year, imagine if they've brought say 10, 10 people. That's around 4,000 euros. The school is going to give them for commission for bringing in students. So that's all they care about. Greed. You understand? So they don't care. For as long as I bring them and I dump them here, at the end of the day, the school pays my 400 euro per student. What do I care? Oh, what's my business in that? Guys, I've been live for an hour and 35 minutes. I have a classmate who studied in Cyprus, but her father brought her. Wow. If you have family, that's what I always say. If you have family, if you have a strong financial support, sis, it's not a problem. You're fine. You understand? If you have a strong financial support, then you're fine. My own is if you are coming here with the notion that you're coming to work and take care of yourself, it's going to be too difficult for you. It's going to be extremely difficult for you because one, the job no even day. You understand? It's like you might be lucky enough to find a job, but not everyone is that lucky. Then to deal with your school expenses, then deal with your maybe for your upkeep, housing allowance and all that. It's difficult. But if you have a sponsor, if your parents can take care of it, if you have family members who are looking out for you, like my case, I have family members looking out for me. You understand? That's why my situation is a little different. But if you don't have, it's going to be too difficult for you. It's going to be so difficult for you. Thank you for subscribing to our channel, David. Thank you so much. David, are you a YouTuber? She's asking if you're a YouTuber. I usually ask if you're watching and you're a YouTuber, just let us know so we can as well check your channel out. Yeah, see, so that's the case. If you have someone helping you out with everything, then it's fine. Or at least with even 60%, then you're good to go. You can manage the remaining 40% on your own. You understand? But if you are coming, if you struggle, you come for yourself and you think you can work and take care of yourself here, it's almost impossible. Not impossible, but almost impossible. There are people doing it, don't get me wrong. There are people who are doing it. I don't know how they do it. And trust me, I don't want to know. But it's difficult. Yeah. At least with you guys in Germany, I think it's better. A lot of people also have left from here. To they've emigrated to Germany. I know a few people. I don't know how they travel. I don't know what route they use or what means, but I know a few people who traveled from here to Germany. Some even used the Lithuania what they went through Lithuania and then got into Germany, but I don't know how they did it. Especially medical video. David, are you a YouTuber? You're one of my top, I don't know, especially when I'm lying, viewers when I'm lying. There is you, David, and there is this other guy. dreams. I don't know. He's always watching when I'm live, especially in the evening. I asked him if he was a YouTuber as well. I checked. He's actually a YouTuber, but he doesn't upload. The last video he uploaded was maybe to 2017. Yeah. So David, what are you studying in what's that in India? I know a lot of people I know who have studied in India. It usually has something to do with medicine. Yeah, either they want to become surgeons or doctors or sis. Don't worry, we'll discuss that one behind the scenes. We'll discuss it behind the scenes. So oh, medical laboratory technology. That's what my sister studied. She did that in Cameroon for her BSc. Then she came here. She did her master's. She's through with it anyways. She did something in health something in master's, but I don't think it's medical laboratory technology because they didn't have it here in English. So she did I don't know, I've forgotten. But it's still something with regards to health something. Healthcare management. Yeah, she did her master's in healthcare management. But in Cameroon, she did her BSc in medical lab and technology. That's nice. It's nice. Sis, what are you up to now that you're done with you're done, right? With your school no dey ever end at least with the face so you be dey you don't done with am now. Okay, okay. What about if you have the degree? The degree from here. Now, this is the thing. When you have the degree from here, you have to certify it in Turkey. And then, in fact, this island is a whole bunch of wahala. You have to certify your degree in Turkey. You know that especially this northern part of Cyprus is yes, you can get a job. This you can get a job after you certify it. After your degree, they certify your document for you in Turkey. Since we are under Turkey, so it's like you're having a degree in Turkey, something like that. You can get a job anywhere actually. It's not a problem. I'm still to do my presentation of my thesis. Oh, have you been scheduled for that? Or my sister did hers maybe online or something like that. She had her defense online and all that. Wow, wow. I've been online for almost 2 hours. I was online before. How education in Germany? Oh, okay, at least that's good. If you have a degree there, you can get a job there. Yeah, if you have a degree, you can get a job. Why would I be suffering to have a degree where I cannot use a degree to get a job? You can actually get a job with a degree from here after it's been certified or authentified in Turkey. It's not a complicated process. I'm sure the school does that for you even before issuing you the certificate. So David is asking how the educational system is like in Germany. It's hard, but you can make it. Wow. The worst part of it is if studying in a foreign language, I'm sure you're studying in German, Abby. Because if it's in English, okay, then it's a lot better. But to study in a foreign language, that your German even sounds like it's good though, but I feel like it's the challenge is studying in a foreign language. Imagine if I was to study in Spanish. Oh, anyways, people, I just feel like it's difficult. Hey, God. First, you have to start studying you have to study the language first before you even figure out whether ha no be small thing no. That German is so weird. I like Spanish. Ah, if we could pick languages, I would pick Spanish as well. Spanish sounds kind of sexy though, but I'm good with English for now. I'm very much okay with English language and a little bit of French. Come on. La 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 la. Love you. At the beginning, it's always difficult, but as you speak more, it gets better. Yeah, practice makes perfect. That's it. If you interact, I believe if I did interact with the Turkish people, I would have been maybe a little bit fluent in the language, but since I don't interact with them like that, it's difficult for me. Really difficult. I've been here for 2 years and a little over 2 years, but I can't really boast of speaking the language. I just know a few basic stuff, yeah, that can help me on a day-to-day um base, but the language side isn't it so weird. Tech is just the mm, 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 okay. Ah, mm, there are a lot of Turkish people here. Oh, that's nice. Have you ever had a chance to like interact with any of them? I don't think so. I don't think they behave like us Africans. I don't know. I don't think so. They stare at you like, hello. They will stare at you and stare at you and stare at you. And then sometimes they will be touching your hair like they've never seen hair like that. They're just always staring at people. So I just don't believe that they behave like us. They behave like themselves. Yay! Been live for an hour and 50 minutes. 10 more minutes to go. Let's clock it to 2 hours and we call it a day. Yes, I was working in a hotel once and they will eat egg and rice with hand. Ha! That's how these people eat. Oh, they eat rice with their hands. See, I don't know. I say in the Middle East, they don't eat rice with spoon. It's like spoon, eating with a spoon is, I don't know. They will eat with the hand. You know the way we eat banku, they will do it like this and eat, sprinkle sauce on it and eat. Like they eat with their hands. And I got used to eating with my hands like that. Rice. In the beginning, it was so weird for me. I was like, hello, rice with hand, not even a fork, but with your fingers. But then I got used to it. That's their own, I don't know, their own culture or their own, I don't know. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Is internet cheap in India, David? Is it David or David? I'm calling it in French. You're welcome. Hi, Karen. Mm. God, I'm so tired. Like, it's not easy. I felt like going live and just chatting was going to be an easy task, but it's not that easy though. It's not that easy. Is internet expensive or in India? Like your internet package as compared to Liberia, is it expensive or it's cheaper or it's just okay? Because in Cameroon we face problems of one of the highest problems we face in Cameroon. Say, for example, like my fellow content creators, Spanish and Swahili. You speak Spanish and Swahili? Wow, that's so cool. I would love speak to learn how to speak Spanish, maybe in future. Once I enrolled in this online language something, and I attended a couple of classes, and then I gave up. That was in Spanish. Oh, you like Spanish and Swahili. Okay. English, French, Spanish, it's okay for me. I can deal with that. That if I even have the strength. Oh, I'm tired. I didn't even sleep well last night. Like I barely slept for 4 hours. Barely slept for 4 hours. German is enough for me now. But see, if you speak the language already, right? So it's not really a big. I don't think it's really a big deal again for you. Even though they say learning is a continuous process. For I don't know. When night comes, I just can't sleep at night. I can't. I just don't know why. I try as much as possible to get sleep, but sleep no degree come. Sometimes I'll like put a movie and start watching just so I can sleep. Sometimes it works, other times it doesn't. So if you look at me, most often I have eye back. I don't know if you can see it beneath my eyes. That's because I don't get as much sleep as I should. I don't. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe not stress. Maybe stress. That's why. But now the problem is even during the day, I try to sleep, but still I can't. It's okay then. You're in Germany. I don't learning another language. If you don't really need it, if it's not really going to help you like that, then I don't see the need. You understand? If it's not going to help you like that, then I don't see the need. That's just my opinion. If I should really want to learn a foreign language or another language, it's maybe because I live in that country and I feel like I need that language to communicate. Otherwise, I don't think I'm that person. Because even here in Cyprus with this Turkish thing, I still haven't learned the language. I'm trying anyways, but then the goal, it's not going. It's not going at all. Difficult. Ew. Oh, I almost clocked into guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. David, I owe you one. Like you've been here from the beginning until now. Please, thank you so much. I'm so tired. It's currently 1:47 p.m. It's time for me to go wash up this mess I have on my face. All this going on, I need to wash it up. I need to shower and I need to see if I can get something to eat as well because I haven't eaten. It's 1 p.m., guys. And this is so not like me. Like, I'm a foodie, I'm a food person. I like to eat. So, I guess this is going to be good. Bye. Just for now. And since I'm in Famagusta, which means city of ghosts, ghost town or ghost city, that's the meaning. I guess I'll be talking to you guys often, maybe during the day, because at night the lighting is it's a hot mess. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you, and see you in my next live session. I'll just be going live every day. Since I can't upload, I can't record here. I'm resting. So I'll be going live every now and then. We just chit chat and nothing too serious, just catch up with one another. So bye. I'll see you guys later.